Friends forever, that's what we are. Through the thick and the thin, we're friendship stars. We're banger main buddies from the days of old. We laugh, cry, and hug, friendship solid as gold. My soul whatever started a year ago. We share our stories and your stories were told. 80s, 90s memories that give us glee. And on the block party shows and KOTB. Now our friendship circle has grown by far. Hashtag friends forever, that's what we all are. Boom. And if you don't know, now you know. My so-called whatever for life. Hashtag MSCW. Hashtag friends forever. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, how do I sound?
I actually can't really hear you that well. Let me pump up the volume.
But not too much.
Okay.
Oh wait.
That's good.
Oh, okay, good.
Yes, that's great.
Cool.
Yeah. We've got some crazy kids upstairs because we're at Brooks again. And it's nice and cool down here.
It is. It's really comfortable down here.
Yeah.
I love it down here. Well, except for the fact that I don't love it down here, but
yeah.
It's kind of a weird space, but there's a lot of foot activity overhead.
Yeah.
And laughing.
Yeah.
But that's fine. I'm so glad they get along.
Yeah.
There's such an age gap, but
yeah,
it still works.
Fun. Yeah.
So I feel
if you
feel
hear
very lucky.
If you hear some commotion, that's what it is.
Yeah.
But usually you can't hear too much. You can hear a little bit, but it's like not like overtaking the recording.
It doesn't overtake the podcast.
No.
Speaking of the podcast.
Oh
wait, what were you going to say? No, you were going to say something. We were both starting to say something.
Well, I was going to talk about last week. We recorded.
Oh, yep.
And it didn't come out at all.
No, I knew as we were recording, I knew in the back of my mind, this is going to be a nightmare.
I think I spent I don't know how it was a amount of time. I'm not really sure how much, but I was like, we've got like 10 more hours.
Yeah, no, it wasn't going to happen.
And it wasn't that I was trying to edit everything out. It just was like, I think I would have had to run through it like 3 or 4 times because
we talked about a lot of stuff.
We said names and then we decided that we weren't going to talk about that. And just like stuff from high school that like, they don't deserve our effort. No, that's not the word. Our energy.
Know. Like there was definitely some good stories.
We had some really good discussions. Yeah.
I don't know. Like, no, it didn't work. It was like, I felt like we were recording one of our episodes back when we first started.
Yeah.
How we did 2 episodes a week, I don't know.
I have no idea. I was thinking about
when
that
it used to. I know it used to take you a lot longer to edit.
Yeah.
And it was like it was like that. We didn't really have a
core
outline,
topic,
or anything.
I think that's what was missing. That's why this week I was like, I'm sticking to, like, these are the things that we can talk about. Like, this is, or at least me.
Well, we have a topic.
Yes, we do. We have a topic. And last week it was kind of like, well, we were going to talk about freshman year.
Right.
That's what we did.
Like our freshman year.
Right.
Of high school, which that is like free flowing and there's a lot of stuff, but it was a long time ago.
I will tell you though, it was a great basis for my therapy session.
Well, that's good.
So
hey, it was useful for something.
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of the things that I was talking about, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is why, this is what? Like, it was a breakthrough for me.
Well, I'm glad that we talked about it then.
Yeah, I mean, but it was a breakthrough in a good way.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So a lot of things like I hadn't recalled.
Like enlightening?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Very much so.
So the conversation was not for nothing. No, and I don't know, like, it's one of those things, like, I'm usually pretty open, but it was one of those things, like, do I want to be that open? I'm not sure. I don't think so. Yeah. You know, and anyway, it will not see the light of day. No. Because even for Patreon, I wouldn't know even where to start editing and end and yeah, no. I mean, there's no need for it to.
No.
So, we good.
Yeah.
Well, what I was going to say,
speaking of the podcast,
was actually completely off topic from last week or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Was about our new stuff.
Oh, yes.
So, you guys, you might hear some things.
You might hear an ad here or there. And that's like just to be full disclosure, like 100% transparency, we were offered to join this program.
Right.
That can really benefit us. And if it benefits us monetarily, that means we can get more content to you. So
right.
If you hear an ad, it's because it's helping us. It's supporting the podcast. And they're not bad ads.
No.
To be honest, like I think I heard Old Navy.
Yeah, I heard T-Mobile.
Yeah.
Which I thought was
Mattress Firm.
And I feel like those are all could be relevant.
Yeah, definitely.
So I don't know.
The only thing we're going to have to remember is to like pause.
Yes, I've been thinking about that.
So
like
we'll have to
make a pause.
And we'll have to do it at least 2 times.
Okay. We can do that.
Yeah.
So, so it'll be a little different, but it's all good. So
if you hear some ads,
thanks,
that's why. Yeah. And last week I kind of tried it without like what we were talking about, like pausing. We have to like pause because sometimes we'll pause and there won't be an ad. Like you won't hear it.
Yeah.
Because it's not like for your location.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So sometimes there'll be no ad. So we can't be like, here's some words from our sponsors, right? Because there might not be any words for from our sponsors.
And we can't be like, hey guys, sign up for Freshly.
Because we're not there yet. We're not at that like level.
It's not like we don't have a code.
But if this works out,
maybe
we will get there.
Get that.
So listen to our episodes. We're available on 2 new platforms. I'm really excited.
What?
We are on Spotify. Yeah.
Yay.
I'm excited for that. There's people that have asked for us to be on Spotify, and we are now on Spotify. And we're also on Spreaker. So if you want like a different app to use, you can use the Spreaker app. You can go and download it. And we're available on the Spreaker app.
Yeah.
So thank you, cool. Spreaker.
Thanks. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I wanted to make sure we mentioned that.
Yeah, thank you, because I would have totally forgotten.
So I think maybe we should just intro and get right into
I think so too.
The goods?
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay. Here we go.
All right.
Here we go. Whoa.
Yes.
This is Brooke.
And this is Nikki.
And this is my so-called whatever.
Hey.
Hey, guys.
Speaking of whatever.
Hey.
Whatever. One of the... What's the word I'm looking for?
Like top coming of age.
Well, no, like it like inspired our podcast.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's like
name.
One of our like namesakes.
Yeah.
It is half of the name.
Right.
Well, sort of. It's not the name of the movie is not the name of the podcast, but the words from the movie.
Right. Which is Clueless. We have decided to do a Clueless rewatch because why not?
Why not? It's so appropriate.
Yeah.
It's almost it is back to school time.
Yeah.
I feel like Clueless is one of those like I didn't go to a high school like that.
No.
I don't know. I mean, if you guys did, let us know.
Yeah.
Because I think that's fascinating.
Me too.
Like did your high school have Coke? Like the soda?
Yeah.
Because ours didn't.
No. We only had...
And Ty's didn't.
Well, we did have Coke somewhere. We had... Or Pepsi.
We had vending machines.
Or we had Pepsi products. What did we have?
I don't know. I mean, there was a vending machine, but like the cafeteria didn't have it.
Oh, no. Absolutely not.
No way.
No. Not like fountain soda.
No.
Like, did you guys have fountain soda? Did you guys have like... Okay, so I went to a high school and it's in Augusta. What up to my Augusta girls? Coney.
Hey.
It's Coney High School. It's their new high school.
Yeah.
And they have like, it's almost like a mall.
What?
It looks like a mall. It looks like the food court at the mall. They have like a food court.
Well, what do they have for food?
And there's like little...
Is there like a KFC Taco Bell?
I don't know.
Or
but
there
were like multiple little like things that you could roll up and roll down. Like, and so I'm like, one probably sells like pizza and the other one sells like...
Oh, they have like food stations.
Yeah,
kinda.
It was so cool.
Wow.
And it was beautiful because like the sunlight came in from like the top. It looked just like a food court in the mall.
Oh, wow. That's great.
Speaking of malls, real quick, we are going to do Stranger Things, right?
We are going to do Stranger Things. We're going
Because
to talk about break it down.
Right. And I am binging right now.
Yes.
Season 3. Because Brody is making me.
Season 3 has my heart.
Yeah, but I already got some spoilers.
But that's because you wanted them.
I know. Because Brody wasn't going to tell me. He's like, I can't. No, I'm not going to tell you.
And you guys, if you haven't watched it, you need to watch it. And we're not going to tell you any spoilers. No. But you gotta watch it. It's excellent. And I don't like shows like that. Like, I'm not into that kind of genre. And Kevin doesn't
either. And that's why I was like, I'm not really into that either. Like sci-fi. Like,
no, I'm not even a little bit.
No.
But this is incredible. Like, it's such a good show.
I just love the 80s stuff. Like, especially the mall stuff was really cool.
Me too. It's amazing. Like, it's so cool. And oh my gosh. Yeah. I have so much to talk about with that episode. So I can't wait until we do it. So that'll be coming up. So you guys watch it.
Right.
Catch up.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Clueless. I remember seeing this movie in the theater.
It was released July 19th, 1995, the summer before our sophomore year.
Very important summer.
So yeah, actually all of our summers in high school were very interesting.
They were all epic.
I don't think I saw Clueless in the movies though.
I definitely did. Like, I remember going and seeing it. I don't remember who I went with, but I remember going and seeing it, and I loved it. And I've probably seen it 200 times.
Oh my gosh. I mean, part of me wonders if I'm because I went to the movies a lot.
Yeah.
So I mean, part of me is like, well, you had to have seen it.
You probably
but
did.
I don't remember it. Like,
right.
But I don't remember a lot of things, so that doesn't say much. But I do remember getting the VHS, and I watched that all the time.
I loved it so much.
Yeah.
Because I felt like it was made for us. Like, we were the same age.
Right.
As the characters.
Yes.
It wasn't like we were watching characters that were our age from movies in the 80s.
Right.
Because that's kind of what we were used to watching.
Exactly.
Like Brat Pack movies.
And the person who made this movie made like a very important movie from the 80s.
Yes.
Her name's like Amy Heckerling. I think that's how you say it. And she did Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Which I would love to do an episode on that movie. Because I love that movie.
It's really not my favorite movie, but I don't mind doing a rewatch. Because it's been so long since I've seen it.
I love it now more as an adult than I did when I was a teenager.
I get it now.
I
don't think I understood anything going on when I was watching it.
I definitely did not understand things in that movie when I was watching it as a younger person.
Yeah.
I definitely didn't.
In rewatching this one, I'm like, whoa.
Rewatching this one, I'm like, wow, a lot of this stuff could never fly.
No.
Today.
No.
Never.
Especially the use of the R word.
I know.
I'm like, why do they keep saying that? Stop saying that word.
I'm like, don't say that because it hurts my ears.
Yeah.
And my heart. Like, you can't say that.
Right.
You just don't say that these days.
Right.
So,
are you up for a little trivia?
I think that was interesting. Who?
Are you?
Me?
Are you up for a little, not trivia, but
I have all the answers right here.
Yes,
all
you
the
do.
Fun facts.
But maybe let's go and tell them some fun facts. And all of the websites that we got this information on are on our website. Like, one was like a BuzzFeed, another one was from Glamour magazine. Like, I did a lot of research for this project. Because I always love like the behind the scenes stuff that you don't know.
I do too.
That's
why
I mean?
I love like when they used to show like on VH1 like behind the music.
Yes.
Like all of that stuff.
Yes.
And when I pull up a movie on IMDb, I always look at the fun
Me
facts.
Me too.
And the like behind the scenes stuff, and I love like bloopers and
yes,
that sort of thing.
And like outtakes.
Yes.
Those are my favorite. And
I love those things.
And some of the times you're like, why? Why was that taken out?
Right. But
a lot of them,
there's a reason.
A lot of it's to maintain their PG-13
status.
Yeah. So the first fun fact, first, we said this is written and directed by Amy Heckerling. And here's the weird part.
Yeah.
It's loosely based on the 1816, whatever you want to say, novel by Jane Austen called Emma.
Yeah.
Like, how?
It's like, loosely based.
Maybe because like it kind of follows the same kind of storyline a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not familiar with Emma.
Right. I'm just assuming it's like one of these coming of age books that like involves a girl who is from a wealthy family and
Yes.
that kind of thing. Have not read the book, so I do not know.
I haven't either, but I always remember hearing that. Like, and I remember I saw an article about it. I don't know, when I was looking up stuff. I didn't like take notes and facts, but I was reading stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel like I remember that when it came out.
Yeah.
They were talking about that. And but I didn't know what the story, I didn't know Emma.
Right.
I think there was another movie though that was based off of that too. Loosely, like from a long time ago.
Yes. I know what you, cuz like I feel like I remember saying, that one, that's Clueless. Like Clueless was based off that book, I think.
But like I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, me
like,
either.
Clueless is like an icon in and of itself, so.
Exactly.
Eh.
So, would you like to read the next fun fact?
Oh yeah. So Sarah Michelle Gellar was offered the role of Cher, but she turned it down.
Scheduling conflicts.
Due to scheduling conflicts.
Yeah. I think it was All My Children and possibly Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Possibly, maybe.
I think that was before Buffy. I think Buffy was like 97-ish.
It was some kind. It must have been some. Maybe
but
it was.
She was definitely. I mean, she was definitely on the soap.
Right.
Kendall.
Yep.
Was there another movie?
Maybe.
It might have been.
Maybe.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Scheduling conflicts, she couldn't do it.
Right.
But honestly, I can't see anybody else as Cher.
No. And she even liked Amy Heckerling, liked Reese Witherspoon for the role, but it didn't quite work out because she was like looking for that it factor.
Right.
And like she, according to these things that I read, she saw Alicia. Is that how you say it? Alicia. She saw Alicia in the Aerosmith videos and was like, I want that girl. That's the one I want.
And can we talk about that for a second?
Yeah.
I remember like seeing her in the Aerosmith videos.
Yeah. Oh, I remember it. I remember that very well.
And
because I'm like, she's so cool.
Yeah. Like she's so cool. She's so pretty.
And like confident.
Her hair's amazing.
Like when she flips off the camera.
Yes. Like.
And they blur it out. But we all know.
I absolutely loved her in those videos. And like, I don't know, she was just so cool.
Yeah.
And it was neat to see like her on the big screen.
It was. And I absolutely loved her. I absolutely loved her in this role and just loved her, period.
And I had forgotten also that she was in the movie The Crush.
Yes.
But I remember watching that probably around the same time on like USA or something.
Yeah.
That was a good movie. That was a creepy movie.
I vaguely remember that, but I wrote in the notes, we need to do the movie Fear. I love that movie.
So
it's creepy.
We can do it. I tried watching it once and I didn't like it.
Seriously?
Yeah.
It's got Marky Mark in it.
I know.
That
speaking of, we'll get there. But
Nicole Forever.
But I just like I know you loved it and Darcy loved it.
Yeah.
I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah. How you?
But
doing?
I'd try it again.
All right, we can try it again.
I'd try it again.
Yeah.
Because that was a long time ago. That was back in the 90s.
Some of the whole roller coaster thing.
I know what you're talking about there. Wow.
I did not get that. Somebody had to tell me.
I wouldn't have. No. I wouldn't have. No way. So I did not know this, but the movie was originally pitched as a 90210 style show for Fox called No Worries.
They passed.
Which they passed on.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
But what is cool is that it eventually became a TV series.
That is cool, kind of.
But what was weird is that 3 of the actors were actually in the show, which like that never happens.
Right. But that's I'm going to say it.
It's because it's Reese. It's because Alicia was not in it.
Right.
It was like, ugh.
I didn't like.
It was really made for younger girls.
I felt like that. Yeah. I couldn't buy whatever that girl's name is, Rachel, whatever.
Yeah.
That was I couldn't buy her as Cher. Like
right.
I couldn't. I like her. I've liked her in other things that she's done.
But Cher is Cher.
Right. So I really never watched the show.
Yeah.
But I know that we have listeners that definitely watched the show and loved the show.
Right.
Which is totally cool. Actually, somebody just posted the theme song to it.
Oh, yeah.
In our Facebook group. And
wasn't it Kids in America?
No.
Oh, it wasn't?
No, it was like a whole other thing. It was
really?
like its own, like an original.
I used to watch it like when it was on. I would watch it. When it was on, I would watch it. But like I wasn't like a diehard like I need to watch it.
You were like, oh,
when it was on, I would watch it because I liked that the other actors were in it.
I did like that. I appreciated that very much.
Yeah. So the next one is kind of it was pretty interesting that the casting director said the hardest character to cast was Christian because a lot of guys didn't want to read for a gay character, which it's hard to think about that now because like it's like what? But like the 90s were different, and
even though it doesn't feel like it was that long ago, we've come a long way.
Yeah.
And we still have more to come, more to go, but
for sure.
But we've come a long way. So I mean, I could see that being difficult then.
Yeah.
I can totally see it. But the guy that played Christian, he was amazing.
He was amazing.
That was like perfect casting.
Yes.
Perfect.
He was a perfect Christian.
Yes, he was.
Yes. He really was.
Looking like he belonged on 90210.
In the Rat Pack.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my gosh.
So the next thing is interesting, and I tried to find it.
Oh, the booklet of Clueless terminology?
Yes, I wanted to find it.
So I found something, and I feel like you found something similar to what I found it on.
I found it on like in a 1995 like article published from like the Washington Post, or I can't remember exactly what it is. It's on our website. I definitely referenced it, and it was a bunch of terms. Right. But I also got some of these terms from a lot of the other places that I went to.
Yeah, I found like one place where I feel like it was a pretty definitive list.
Yeah.
But I mean, a lot of these terms like we know.
Yeah.
Because of the movie.
Right, and that we use every day. Times. Like some of them like
I've used Monet. Not as much now, but when I was younger, like in my 20s, I would say, "Oh, it's a Monet." Full on Monet.
I've heard women refer to as Bettys and other like things other than Clueless.
I don't know that I have. Maybe in like movies or TV.
Yeah. Not like here.
Not like
No. But a lot of these things she made up. Like a lot of these things, like she did some kind of like she went into like a high school and like immersed herself in like their culture.
Yeah.
But a lot of these things she just made up, which is kind of
so cool. I love the term Baldwin.
Yes. Because the Baldwins, they were hot. They still are.
Absolutely.
Very distinguished gentlemen.
I mean, that is a good-looking family of men.
It's an attractive male, is what they say. And a Betty is a beautiful, timeless woman. And they get that from the Flintstones. But then Barney is a lame guy.
Also from the Flintstones.
And then I put granola breath because I feel like you used to say that.
Granola breath?
Like laughing about it. Yeah.
I don't think I used to say granola breath. I definitely used to say Metallica breath.
Okay, it was Metallica breath, yes.
From the other movie that we did that time.
Oh, don't tell mom the babysitter's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. But granola breath is someone who is extremely liberal. So it must have been his girlfriend there, the girl that was he was seeing from the college, the one I couldn't stand.
Oh, yeah.
And then Cher was like, no, actually.
He didn't say that.
He didn't say that.
I know Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
And Hamlet didn't say that. It was that other guy.
Yeah.
Peronius.
Yeah.
Or whatever his name was.
Good job. Wow.
I've seen it a million times.
Yeah. Holy cow.
I almost didn't have to rewatch it, but I did because any excuse to watch Clueless
Right.
is a good reason to watch Clueless.
Now, I've said this before. Surf the crimson wave. After that, because like they said that, and I was like, "Whoa, I'm gonna say that."
Mind blown.
And that's of course like to be on your period,
right?
Yes. Okay, so this one I was like, what? But because I have never heard of a clam bake until Kelly shared that story about New Kids on the Block and the clam bake. I'd never heard of like a clam bake except the clam bake.
So, wait, you've never heard of a clam bake?
No. And I live in Maine. And I'd never heard of a clam bake. Like,
really?
That was like, so basically, I guess a clam bake is a like get together where everybody eats fried food.
Or like seafood in general.
Right. And I'd never heard of that before.
But can I tell you what I thought what he meant?
I thought he meant like bake like marijuana.
No, I did not think that.
What did you think?
This is awful.
What?
No, this is awful. We might have to take it out because it might be
inappropriate. Oh my gosh. Are you talking like clams? Like
Yes. Because at that point, we didn't know.
But we didn't know he was gay.
We didn't know he didn't like clams.
Right.
So I thought that he was referencing like, where are all the chicks going?
Yeah.
So.
And I thought he was referencing where are the drugs?
But actually, you just wanted to know where the party was.
Which is like, doesn't make any sense. Like, because there's no seafood involved.
Right. That's so funny, though.
So another fact was the entire film was shot over 40 days. What in the world? 40 days?
Is that?
That seems like really short.
I thought that was kind of typical.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, I just don't know because I'm not in the biz.
I'm not either.
And somebody told me I'll never make it in the biz.
Right.
And I didn't.
But
wait.
Maybe you will.
Hey, you never know. You just never know.
Nope. But like,
I was on Wahlburgers. I made it in the biz. Hold on. Hold up. Hold the phone.
You were on Wahlburgers.
I was on Wahlburgers. Kevin had a speaking part.
Your whole family. He did. That was pretty awesome. Yeah, I think that's kind of normal. The only reason I say that is because I have followed some like people that make like celebrities.
Yeah.
On like Instagram and stuff.
Okay, that makes sense.
And it seems like that is the timeline of them like making movies. Although, granted, I think I'm mostly talking about Candace Cameron Bure and her Hallmark movies.
And she does Hallmark movies. Yeah.
Which is not of the same level, but kind of because it's still a movie.
A production.
Like it's exactly.
Right.
So anyway.
Do you want to do the next one?
Cher's address.
Right.
901 Drury Lane, Beverly Hills is an actual address.
Yes.
The mansion in the film is actually in the valley.
Yes. Gasp. Like, I don't know why, like, I always, like, because Valley Girls, I was always like, I want to live in the valley. I'd love to live in the valley now, to be honest with you.
Doesn't Mandy live in the valley?
Huh?
Doesn't Mandy live in the valley?
Mandy does live in the valley.
So, I mean, I never really understood the geography.
Well,
and
I guess
and I kind of really don't.
I guess, like, it's because, like, they're Beverly Hills. And,
right.
You know.
I mean, and that's, like, I get that.
Right.
Totally.
Right.
But, like, but the valley is really hot.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's not as close to the coast?
I think so. I think the valley is hotter. But I think. I know we know these things because we talked to Charlene and Mandy. And it's always cooler where Charlene is than it is where Mandy is.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, and it sometimes seems like it's a lot cooler.
Yeah.
Which is, like, kind of shocking to me. But I tell you what, the geography out there.
Yeah.
Really totally, like, blows my mind.
Yeah.
Because it's everything is so, like, close, but it's not.
Right.
So, anyway, I think it's kind of cool.
I think it's cool, too.
I would love to find, this is kind of like a side note.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll go looking for something later.
Okay.
I would love to find somebody on YouTube that has visited
the
Clueless
filming
house? Locations.
I wonder if what's his name has.
He hasn't, because I watch everything.
He
should. That he does. And he's really good at it.
What, Adam the Woo.
Adam the Woo, yeah. But I'm going to go on and find something. And if I find it, I'll post it.
Yeah, and if you come across any other Clueless stuff, put it on our website. You guys visit our website.
So,
because I've got a bunch of links, and I do have some videos on there, too. Some, like, I think they did, like, the 30th reunion, and I put a video on there. It's like a whole panel that they did.
20th, maybe.
Oh, sorry. 20th, not 30th. What am I talking about? 20th.
But it's going to be the 25th next year.
Hey.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
What?
I also want to make a nod to the Clueless soundtrack.
That soundtrack was the bomb.
I used to listen to it all the time.
Me too. I loved it.
And I'm pretty sure I got it either from BMG or from Columbia House. So thank you for those penny CDs.
Those were the best.
How they must have went out of business.
I think that they might still be out there.
Oh, really?
In some form.
Really?
I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Well, no.
No. You don't think they do like Blu-ray?
Maybe. Oh, wait. Did they do DVDs?
Yeah, they did. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you did DVDs?
Don't worry. Yeah,
Oh.
I think I actually did VHS because it would have been the 90s.
Yeah, I didn't do that. After I did it once, I was like, oh, gosh.
Oh, my gosh. I did it. I did it a lot.
Did you really?
I did anytime. Yes, I did it a lot.
My parents made me pay. Like, I had to save up my money, and I had to freaking pay for it.
I never paid.
And it was a lot of money.
But I was like a minor. Like, it never, that's awful. I can't believe I'm admitting this.
It's fine.
Everybody did it.
It's fine. Everybody did it. It's like when I tried to sell wrapping paper, and it wasn't for schools. It was for me.
For money.
Yeah. And I failed to tell people that, and my mom and dad made me give everybody's money back.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's so embarrassing. But I mean, whatever. Kids do stupid things.
Yeah.
No, yeah, they definitely did movies and stuff too.
Very cool. I never knew that.
I
never knew that. I mean, it makes sense.
I was definitely down with that. One time I even had my neighbors delivered to my house.
Hey.
And I kept it.
Oh. Brooke Elizabeth.
I know.
Scandalous.
Do you remember that?
Wait, which neighbor?
I can't say.
Wait, was it when I was living with you?
No. I was a teenager. I was a kid.
Oh.
Yeah. So it was the same type of thing.
Yeah.
It was another kid.
Yeah.
That ordered 12 CDs for a penny.
Yeah.
And it showed up on our doorstep. And I was like,
whatever.
I'll take those.
Brooke Elizabeth.
I know.
Hey, you know what, though? You were a kid.
Right.
We all have done things as a kid.
Yeah. But I liked all the music.
Yeah.
I was like, these are all awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks.
Hey.
I love my new REM CD.
Hey. You may not have... That's me in the corner. You may not have listened to REM otherwise.
I definitely would have.
Oh, okay.
But still, it was awesome.
Yeah.
So I thought. So
you want to get ready into the movie?
Let's do it.
Okay.
So, first let me just say.
Okay.
The beginning of this movie, when the studio's name comes up or whatever, and you start to hear the music.
Yeah.
I get chills.
Me too. Ding 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 ding.
It reminds me of being a teenager again.
Me too.
15 years old watching the movie.
Yes.
It puts me right back there, and I just love it. So that's all. That's all I was gonna say about that.
I get it.
The beginning, it just was really, really awesome. Oh, the Noxzema commercial.
Yes.
Because they had a montage.
Right. They had a montage, which was funny, and I don't think I got it at the time.
No?
No, I don't think so. And then I was like, oh yeah, okay.
It was Rebecca Gayheart.
Yes.
And all those Noxzema commercials. And
yes.
She always looked like she was having fun at the fair, at the mall with her friends.
Right, true.
In the school hallways.
Right.
So that's kind of what that movie looked like.
Yeah, that's true.
But it wasn't. It was beginning of an awesome movie.
Right.
With some awesome people.
Yeah. So can we talk about her clothes picker? Because here's the thing. Was this real? Did this,
no.
Did... So rich people didn't have one? I always
No.
thought rich people had one of these things.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I wonder if, because there are apps out there that will dress you.
Sure, but it's not, no, I don't.
But she had to pick her top and bottom. Why wouldn't it just give her an outfit? That's what I was wondering as I was watching it. I'm like, oh.
Oh, why wouldn't it just this is the outfit?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe so she can mix and match.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why you'd want to mix and match plaids, but yeah.
Right.
Speaking of plaids, got another fun fact for you. Supposedly, there are 53 different kinds of plaids seen in the movie. 53! And Cher goes through at least 60 costume changes. And like Alicia was like, "Oh my gosh, like for real?" Like she was getting to the point where she's like, these are a lot of costume changes.
They were awesome.
But all of her clothes were so cool.
Okay, do you remember my yellow plaid skirt?
No, I do not.
I had a yellow plaid skirt that I got at the Gap, and I got it specifically because it looked like her skirt. And I would never have worn like the matching jacket. They didn't have that.
Anyway. Right.
I wouldn't have gone full out like that.
Yeah.
But I loved this yellow plaid skirt so much.
I don't remember it. I remember her having the yellow outfit, but I don't remember.
And
yours.
This one was not like hers was more like pleated.
Yeah.
This was not. It was more like the skirts I used to wear.
Yeah.
But I loved that outfit.
I loved myself a plaid skirt. I had like 3 or 4.
Plaid was
like freshman year. Like freshman year because that's what I would wear to dress up.
For basketball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in middle school too.
Yeah.
Though that with like socks, like knee socks.
Yep.
And penny loafers.
I never wore knee socks.
Yep. I wore knee socks and like penny loafers.
I had to wear tights. I didn't feel comfortable in knee socks. I don't know why.
I like was always running hot.
Yeah.
So like, you know how I am. So tights would always be like so hot.
Yeah.
I'd be dying. And I can remember my mom would buy me those like ribbed tights. Like the ones from the Gap. And they were so hot. Oh my gosh. It's like wearing leggings. It's like wearing a pair of pants.
It was.
And I understand it's cold, but I run hot. So I liked my knee socks. I'll never forget the day that I wore that outfit and my dad was so mad at me.
Why?
And he was like, I'm so disappointed in you. I cannot believe you left the house in that. It was my like blue jumper. It was like velour jumper from American Eagle. It wasn't velour, it was corduroy.
Yep.
And I had like a mock turtleneck. Like and I had knee socks that I wore with it.
Yeah.
With black, like chunky heel shoes.
There's nothing wrong with that.
But the skirt was like
you're tall.
It definitely didn't make the fingertip rule.
Right. But we didn't have that rule in school.
No, but like if there was, like I definitely
But you looked cute.
I thought I did.
But he felt it was inappropriate.
He thought I was inappropriate and he was like, people can see your underwears. And I was like, I wasn't bending over or anything, but I wore it again and he didn't know.
Well,
because I loved that outfit so much.
I remember that outfit. I loved a good jumper.
Yeah.
Like those were awesome.
Yeah. I think like I would wear it and oftentimes I would like tie a sweatshirt around it or something.
Yeah.
But I mean, because then I was self-conscious. Like,
right.
And it's like that. Those were our parents back then, you know. Like,
well, right. I mean, and I get it. Like, your parents don't want. There are things that I wouldn't want my daughter wearing.
Yeah, my dad never said anything about what I wore, except that my earrings. Like, he got mad when I got my ears pierced.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. Even though I got it when I got bit by the dog, like they were like, "What's the one thing you'd like to have?" And I did not say Disney. I really wish I had, but I didn't.
Right.
I said, "I want my ears pierced." So I got my ears pierced, and my dad was like, "I said you couldn't get that done till you were 16."
Oh. So, why?
I don't know.
It was just a thing.
But my sister went crazy, like with her ear piercings.
Oh, yes, she
16. Did. She was like, "To hell with this. I'm going all," and so did I.
I'm going all out,
and so did I.
God. Oh man.
Yep.
So. Where do we learn that Cher's last name is Horowitz?
I don't know, but like a lot of these things we're talking about, like Cher's last name was Horowitz, but really on the mail that she got, it was a different last name.
Oh. I think it was in her class.
Oh, yes, Cher Horowitz. Yeah.
Yeah.
Present.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was it.
Yeah.
I guess that would make sense.
Right. What? Josh.
Oh, Josh. And I have hearts around Paul Rudd.
I
love this character so much. Oh my gosh, I love him.
I love him. I love Paul Rudd.
Yes.
I love Paul Rudd.
Yes.
Like, maximum.
Yeah. No, I get it. I think we all love Paul
Everybody
Rudd.
gets it.
Yeah, because
we're talking to hopefully a sea of people listening to our podcast.
Right.
And they're all nodding their head saying, yes, same.
Yes, Paul Rudd. Yes, same.
Same.
Paul
Paul Rudd, everything he's done.
Right.
Ant-Man, yes.
Exactly.
Friends, yes.
Yeah. Everything.
My idiot brother, yes.
Yeah, everything.
He's
just a national treasure. I hate to overuse that term because I know that we save it, but he really is. He really is.
He is.
He's going to be one of those people that they're like Mickey Rooney. Like,
right.
He's going to be like one of those people.
Like in 100 years.
Right.
Everyone will know who Paul Rudd was.
Exactly.
And they will look back on him and his life and legacy with great reverie.
Like Carol O'Connor.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like those guys. He's going to be like that. And then he's going to be still working.
Forever.
Yeah. So, yeah.
And he doesn't age?
No. He could star in Clueless now.
Yes. He is
and he could play Josh. Would they please? Alicia Silverstone is up for it. She said she was.
That
supposedly.
would be...
I didn't hear it with my own ears, but...
That would be amazing.
Yeah, wouldn't it be cool to, where are they now?
He would do that.
Yeah.
He would do that because he's a cool guy.
Right.
Like, he'll do things like that.
He's cool. He's cool. He's okay in my book.
Yes, he is.
So, we start to meet all the characters in the movie. Like, we hear about Josh. We meet Dion.
Yep.
I love that they're like, we were named after, singers,
Yes, famous singers from the 70s
yes.
who now do infomercials.
Yes.
Or something along those lines.
Right. And did you know? I did not know. I knew she was older, but I didn't know she was 27.
Yeah, I knew she was pushing 30.
And she had a 6-year-old boy.
I did not know that she had a child at the time.
Yeah.
But she looks amazing.
16 years old.
Yep.
And she still looks amazing.
Yep.
How? I want her
Don't know.
genes. Plant-based diet?
Maybe she's eating that Impossible Whopper.
Maybe. Oh, yeah, we were going to try that. Yeah.
I've heard it's really good.
Hey.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe if we'll try it, we'll let you guys know.
Right.
Yeah, I knew that she was older. I did not know that she had a child.
No, I didn't know that either.
That child is now 30.
Right. Yeah. Crazy.
Oh my God.
So crazy.
That is crazy. Crazy Taxi.
Yes.
Remember that game?
Yeah.
So
Murray, Donald Faison.
I loved him on Scrubs.
And his brother went to the University of Maine.
He did.
Yes.
Did he play a sport?
I think he played football, and I crossed paths with him once.
Yeah.
I went to a party or something, and he was there, and they were like, that's Donald Faison, from Clueless. That's his brother. And I was like, whoa, that's so cool.
I don't remember ever crossing paths. But that's funny.
Just once. I think I was with Corey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
How old was he? When did he go there?
I was working at the airport when I saw him.
So college age.
Yeah.
We were college age.
Yeah.
So first of all, let me just say that Cher was driving with a permit.
Yes.
I never got this.
Really?
Well, I never understood. She had a permit, Dion had a permit. 2 permits don't make a license.
Right.
But I never understood how were they driving?
They just did.
They just did it, and it was okay.
Yeah, they just did. Because they are in Beverly Hills.
I was I remember my mind being blown.
I remember thinking everything goes in Beverly Hills. Everything goes. Anything goes. And especially when they get to that party and they're just toking it up. I know I skipped ahead, but I'm just like, oh.
Oh, the rolling with the homies party?
Yes.
And they play Suck and Blow, and then they do that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They smoke weed, and I'm just like, what is happening?
I know.
Where are the beers?
Right. So, yeah. Okay.
Because, for us, Beer
was party.
Beer was party, not weed.
If you had a backpack of Natty Lights, you were heading to a party.
That is the truth.
And
your Sierra, the High Sierra backpack.
Yeah.
Your LL Bean backpack.
Yes. And
or your Jansport backpack.
There was a little bit of weed there at our parties, but like you didn't see it.
I had signed a contract.
You signed a contract. My parties, there was a little bit of weed.
You've got mail. Stay true.
And you'd smell it, but you never really saw it.
Oh, oops, I said his last name.
Oh.
I'll have to beep that out. With my, you've got mail.
Yeah, Coach, you've got mail.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was crazy to me, like to see that because they were so young.
Yes.
But I mean, kids did it in our school too.
Yeah. So, her debate, like, I never understood what she was talking about until like now. I didn't understand like what she was trying to say.
Oh, about the Haitians?
Yeah, the Haitians.
And like them making more room at the table.
Right. And now I was like, oh, okay. I know what she's trying to say.
I didn't get it back then. At some point I started to get it.
Yeah. I definitely didn't get it back then.
No, I didn't get it back then. I don't think I was, you know what? I don't think I was trying to get it.
I don't think we were well versed in that kind of like stuff. You know what I mean? Like you learn about it, but you don't live it. You know what I mean? You don't like
we didn't have the like all I heard in her speech. Right. All I heard in her speech was literally what she said.
Right. Garden party and her dad RSVP.
Right.
La 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 la.
Right.
And I was
like, what's the big deal? We'll just make more room. Cool.
And then
that's all I heard. Ambular.
Yeah.
I
say this like later on, but like something had to have happened between the two of them. Because like that's what I feel. I feel like they were friends at some point.
I feel like that too.
And then like something happened. They had like a falling out.
Because like, well, as we see later with Elton and her, like,
right.
That was the same circle.
Right.
So something had to have happened.
That's what I think.
I don't know why.
I want to know the backstory.
Me too. Anybody know?
Yeah. Maybe we learn about it in the TV show, but I feel like they were closer friends in the TV show.
Yes. Agreed.
Yeah.
Although I didn't really watch the TV show, I still feel like they were closer friends in the TV show.
Agreed.
So I just wanted to look at. Okay.
I know we're kind of skipping. We're not including everything because if we did, we would be here longer than the movie. Like
right.
16 Candles.
But can I just say, Mr. Hall.
Yes.
I love him.
Yes.
And Miss Geist, I love her.
Yes. And she was friends like in RL with Amy Heckerling.
With Amy Heckerling, yes. Twink Kaplan.
Oh, hey.
Is her name.
Hey.
And I think that she's adorable.
She is. I love when they like made her all
do
pretty.
her makeover.
Yes, and you're like, she was just pretty before.
Well, all they did was take down her hair, take off her glasses,
right?
And like, I like how they moved her scarf.
Yes.
And that tiny little waist. But I thought that was really cute.
Yes.
Like the whole Mr. Hall, Miss Geist. That was very early in the movie too.
Yeah.
Like rewatching it, and I was kind of like paying attention to the time and stuff at the time when I was watching it, and I didn't realize how early in the movie that was. That was all like in the first 20 minutes of the movie.
Right, because they got report cards.
Right.
Cher didn't get the grade she wanted, but she was like, this is the long short of it. She was like, I'm going to negotiate my grades. So she went to all the other teachers, negotiated her grades.
She's awesome.
But Mr. Hall like wouldn't budge. So she's like, he needs some love in his life. And that's when they started.
He needs to be happy.
Yeah.
And it was adorable.
Yes, it was.
It was really sweet. That was a sweet little like, meep, meep.
Yeah.
I liked it.
So Cher's mom died of a liposuction incident.
Which is really sad. I always thought that was really sad.
Like, I didn't think about it until, like, I put myself, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, that's like Brennan just a couple years. Or when she was little, maybe. I don't know.
Well, right, or now.
Like thinking about Bryn not having a mom in a couple years. Like, that's sad.
I always thought it was really, really sad. Like, the way that, like, they have that big picture of her. And
oh, I know.
Wasn't she a Betty?
Yeah.
She was a Betty.
She was. And so finally we get a chance to meet Josh. And fun fact about Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
He read for Christian and he actually wanted that role. But they thought he would be better suited for the role of Josh.
Agreed.
But he also read for Murray. And he didn't realize, like, that was not in his realm.
No, it was... He asked to read for Murray.
Yes.
And didn't realize that that role was meant to go to an African-American actor.
Correct.
You don't want me for Christian? I'll read for Murray.
Yeah. Paul Rudd.
You have my heart.
Yes.
Always.
This is my favorite, one of my favorite quotes from the movie.
Me
because
too.
I totally got it. I
Yes.
totally got it back then.
Right.
When he's like talking about, like they're talking about him being a stepbrother, and she's like, "You're not my stepbrother anymore because our parents got a divorce." And something about like him saying, just because my mom divorces your father doesn't mean that I can't stay here or whatever. And she says something like that. And she says, actually, Cato, that's exactly what it means.
That was good. Because he was like
referring to Cato Kalin.
Cato Kalin.
The house guest.
I would love to have Cato Kalin on the podcast.
How awesome would that be? He seems like full of flair. That would be fun.
It would be fun. We could talk about all kinds of stuff.
I don't want to talk about OJ though.
I do. There's a lot there.
There's a lot there.
There's a lot there.
A lot that
Agreed.
I'm just not. Yeah.
Wasn't Cato Kalin on The Surreal Life?
Oh my gosh, I think he was. And I think I really liked him on The Surreal Life.
Yeah,
I feel like I did.
I feel like he was like pretty cool.
Yeah. Nice guy.
Or was it Celebrity Big Brother? Or maybe it was both.
I feel like he was on some reality show and I watched it. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, we already kind of talked about this.
Yeah.
Like how she didn't like her grades, so they become matchmakers.
Right. And then Cher's dad finds out about the parking tickets.
Yeah.
So he's like, that's what he said. He was like, 2 permits do not equal a license. I love Cher's dad.
Me too, because you know what? The whole time I'm watching this movie, I'm like, yes, he's hard.
Yes.
But he loves her.
Yes, and she loves him.
And he's a good dad.
Right.
And she's a good daughter.
Yes.
Like, she's trying to take care of him.
I know.
But he's trying to take care of her, too.
Right, exactly.
And it's really sweet. It's a sweet relationship.
I love it. Okay. So she asks Josh. This is another one of my favorite parts. One of my favorite parts. So Cher asks Josh to take her to the mall or something.
Right.
And so he's driving and he's like, I've got to get back to like my tree people meeting or something. I think that's what he said. And he was like,
no, I love how he says
he was like, we might even get Marky Mark to plant a celebrity tree.
I love how he says it and the way he delivers it.
Yes.
He's like something, whatever they say.
Like very impressive.
The tree people meeting. He's like, we might even get Marky Mark to plant a celebrity tree.
Yeah.
And he like moves his head funny like you did with Jordan.
Yeah.
Whoop whoop. Yes, I love that part. That makes me funny. That makes me funny. That makes me laugh.
Oh, I put this in here. Okay, I can't stand Elton. And I couldn't stand his character through this whole movie. Like, I absolutely couldn't stand him at all, at one bit, like, at all. And so there's a show called Suburgatory that I got really into. And at first, I couldn't watch it because he was in it.
Really?
That's how bad, because
Elton, to me...
Ugh.
I always thought he was so hot.
Oh my God, though, he is such a slime ball.
I looked past it.
Oh God.
I thought, his character itself was a slime ball.
Can I go back to the quad? I think I left my Cranberry CD.
My foot hurts. My foot hurts. I need to go to the nurse.
And like him like groppling Cher. Like,
so,
bleh.
That was confusing to me in the beginning.
Like, dude, consent.
But like in the beginning, she didn't like push him away.
No, because they were friends.
Exactly. And like that's fine.
Right. But he was
the whole thing
overboard.
in the car. The whole thing in the car.
Yeah.
Was not cool.
No.
And I can't believe he actually left her. She could. Well, I'm going way ahead.
That's okay.
But I always thought he was so hot.
Ugh.
Like beyond.
Ugh.
Beyond.
Yeah.
I still do. Anytime I see him in anything.
So then we get through Cher's montage of her grade negotiation, and then we forgot to pause.
Well, we can't pause there.
We already paused. So boop boop.
Oh, okay.
So that was a good pause.
Yeah.
Now they know where we're pausing. So
okay, good. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm gonna leave that in. So
Perfect.
if you guys hear like awkward pauses, you know why. And you don't hear anything, you know why. So the great negotiation, then her dad's so proud of her. He's like, I couldn't be more proud if you earn the grades yourself. But then she like picked, like, do you remember that? She like opened a window and like picked an orange from the tree and like started preparing it for him. I was like, what the hell's going on? This is so random.
I never noticed her picking it from a tree.
Yes.
I remember her preparing the orange.
Yes, she picks it from the tree outside.
I never noticed that.
Yeah, I only noticed it this one time and I'm like, what
that
in the
is
world?
Funny.
So yeah.
That is random.
Yes.
So when they go to when they're back at school.
Yes.
And they're in PE.
Yes. Another one of my favorite lines.
So I remember this scene a lot, like, you know, when you, and maybe you don't, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but when I watch movies, I always like recognize the parts of the movie that was in the trailer.
Yes.
And this part of the movie in the PE line there to do tennis, a lot of that was in the trailer.
I don't remember that.
And I always, every time I watch the movie, like, I always think about that. So, like, the whole line, like I know what line you're talking about. Yes. That was in it.
Yeah.
And then when Ty comes, like, there was she could be a farmer in those clothes.
Yes.
That was in the trailer. So, like, I don't know why, but I remember that from, like, 95.
Yeah.
When the trailer came out.
It's crazy.
It's weird. But I remember certain things like that. And not every movie, but some movies, and this is one of them. Probably because I watched it so many times and I love it.
Like, I remember that with, like, The Sixth Sense.
You do?
Yes. I remember The Sixth Sense trailer because I was so excited about it. And The Others.
Oh, my God. The Others.
I'm telling you, that's how it is. The Others, that's how it is.
I think I went to see that with you.
And remember, I was like,
in the theater.
Let's discuss. I was like, oh my, it blew my mind. Blew my mind.
I never saw The Sixth Sense.
We are watching The Sixth Sense.
Well, I already know what happens.
We are watching The Sixth Sense, and that is our next movie rewatch. We are watching The Sixth Sense. I just watched it like 2 weeks ago.
I've never seen it.
You will love it.
But I already know the ending.
Doesn't matter. You have to see Donnie Wahlberg in it.
I have seen that part.
Okay, well, you have to watch the whole movie because it's good.
I'll watch the whole movie.
Yeah, we'll do a rewatch and we'll discuss it. It will be fun.
Maybe we should do it for Halloween.
Oh, smart idea.
Ding ding ding.
Ding ding ding.
So this keeps going away.
So the line that I was like, my plastic surgeon doesn't want me doing any activity where balls fly at my nose. And
right.
Then, and then Dion's like, there goes your social life.
That's a good part.
Yeah.
And I also couldn't believe that Cher was able to bring her cell phone.
Yeah.
And like a little purse thing.
Right.
To gym.
Right.
That's crazy.
I couldn't get over the smallness of the cell phones. I can remember, like, whoa, those are some small cell phones.
Those are some small cell phones.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and like, oh my gosh, they have cell phones in school? That's so cool.
So, yeah, so we meet Ty.
Yes.
And Ty is adorably clueless.
Yes.
Ty always bugged me. Sorry, Brittany Murphy, R.I.P.
I love Brittany Murphy.
I love Brittany Murphy, but Ty always kind of bugged me.
She kind of bugged me too because of how she acted.
How she acted towards the end.
Yes.
She kind of turned into a little bee.
Yeah.
But I have to say, this is one like thing that I knew I had to stress on the podcast. What was that?
My back hurts.
Oh, I love Breckin Meyer.
Yes.
So much. I love his character in this movie.
Travis Birkenstock.
I love his last name. I love his speech.
Yes.
About the Egg McMuffins.
Yes.
I love that he gives his bongs up for a donation.
Yes.
For the Pismo Beach Relief Fund.
Yes.
I love him.
Yeah.
So I just had to say that. I had to make sure that everybody knew how much I love Travis Birkenstock.
You loved him so much that you took me to see Road Trip like 300 times.
Yes, but I did that for the other one.
Oh, yeah.
Paulo Costanzo.
Oh, yeah, he was a nice looking dude.
Oh, my God.
I forgot about him.
He still is.
Oh, hey.
Hey there, Paulo. Where are you?
Hey.
You want to come on the podcast?
Hey.
But yeah.
Okay, when she's like, shit, you guys, I've never made straight friends. I always thought she meant like not gay ones.
Oh. Really?
Yeah. I didn't
and I
realize.
always thought she meant like not on drugs. Like
I didn't know that was meant straight.
You thought that like shit. Never had not gay friends.
Right,
before.
that's what I thought. I was like, oh, so
that would
she's
have been very
lesbian.
progressive for
Yeah.
She's a lesbian.
I don't know. Like,
aww. Well,
that's what that was my thought back then.
That was your thought back then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. So the Buns of Steel.
Yes.
I used to do Buns of Steel.
Did you really?
I did Buns of Steel and Abs of Steel.
Hey.
When I was in high school.
Shout out to Jane Fonda.
I should probably do that now.
It was Jane Fonda, right? No.
No. But
well, shout out to Jane Fonda anyway.
Because she's amazing.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
No, I used to do Abs of Steel and Buns of Steel. I feel like they worked. I stopped doing them. Look at me now.
Stop it.
Look at me now.
Stop it.
Maybe I should dig those VHS tapes out and do them again.
Oh, okay, go for it.
I need a VHS player.
I've got a couple in my storage unit. So they go to the party in the valley.
Oh yes, where they smoking the weed.
Yes, and I love because like I feel like I had this discussion with Mandy maybe. Like there used to be these big books that you would use to navigate through LA.
Yeah.
And that's what Dion and Murray were looking through in the car, like in order to navigate their way to the valley. So I thought that was pretty neat. Because I was like, oh, that's what Mandy was talking about, or Charlene. One of them was talking about when I went to LA.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
They don't do those. They don't use those anymore.
No. And then they start smoking weed like it's no big deal.
Right.
And yeah.
It kind of bugged me. This is awful. It bugged me that like Travis offered it up.
Yeah.
And then Elton comes over and is like, "Oh, I'll take that." Like,
because
he didn't offer it to you.
Because he's a scumbag.
He's still really hot. But yes.
Ugh.
But yes.
I would have punched him in the face. And not felt bad about it.
It also bothered me when he was like,
rolling with the homies. Don't do that ever again. Don't do it.
She was a really good singer, though.
No, Elton.
No, I know.
Rolling with the homies. And she was like, rolling with the homies.
She was like putting the
100%.
100% in there. 110%.
Yep.
With the vibrato.
Yep.
But I don't know. Like he this is where he started bugging me. It was the party.
Yeah.
Like this is when you were like, he's not a good guy.
Right. Because like just he is showing interest in her a little bit. Slightly. But like I didn't realize it was a clog that hit her in the head.
You didn't?
No.
It flew off someone's foot.
And that they had to do CGI for that. They had to use CGI because like just flinging the clog.
They had CGI back then?
Yeah, something. Maybe it wasn't CGI. It was special effects, not CGI.
Special effects.
They didn't have CGI back then, I don't think. They had to use special effects for the clog.
For the clog.
Yep.
Well, they did a really good job. It was seamless.
Fun fact.
But he, like, when they were playing Suck and Blow and he kissed Cher and all that, like, that's when he was like, oh, you're creepy. You're a bad guy. And then at the end.
Yeah. With the whole, like, car thing.
The whole car thing.
Yeah, shut the hell up, Elton. Nobody asked you. You just go and drive.
Right.
And when you are driving, don't friggin' sing the Cranberries. Because I
saw that in your note.
Oh my God. That like bugged me when he's like,
sail away. Away.
Is that what he's saying?
Away. Or something. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I cannot believe he left her.
No. Like in the middle of nowhere.
I mean, granted, she was like, let me out. So he stopped. She got out. And he was like, get back in the car. And she said no. And he's like, all right. And he took off.
Yeah.
So I kind of get it. But like at the same time, you don't leave anybody in a parking lot in the middle of nowhere.
No.
That's clearly not safe.
She could have gotten killed.
Because she had a gun to her head.
Right. She had to get on her Ruin her dress.
This isn't a Laya.
And a what-a?
It's like a totally important designer.
So that whole thing happens. She gets held at gunpoint, and then she has to tell Ty about Elton. And they're in gym class. They're in and they're changing, and like those girls' underwear was like,
yes,
like they were like, hi.
That was like the French cut.
That was French cut, like to the max.
And they were, like I didn't wear underwear like that.
Me either.
Ever.
Me either. Like in high school, I didn't wear like granny panties, but I wore like a brief. Well, not
I don't
a brief.
even know what I wore in high school,
They
honestly.
weren't called briefs. They were called something. There was like a certain cut that I would wear.
I think I actually wore high cut briefs.
I did not wear
French. No, French cut was really
Jeepers. High. I did not wear high cut anything.
Accidentally, one time my mom did buy me French cut.
Oh God.
And I did have to wear them like when I didn't have anything else clean.
Oh no.
And that was like all that you had was the band.
Oh my.
They came up so high.
Oh my.
Now that would be I wouldn't be able to wear them. That would be awful. I would look like a sumo wrestler.
Nope.
But I mean, then I was thinner, so I could wear things like that, and like you didn't have like.
It's just like a thong. Did you ever wear a thong?
I tried and I couldn't.
I had like 20.
That's about 17 more than I have ever had in my life.
I remember I had like a bunch of them, and I hardly ever wore them.
No, because you know why? That's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I don't want anything up my butt cheeks.
No.
I get it. People wear them.
Yeah.
I know people now that wear them all the time.
Yeah. Good for
that's fine.
I just always felt like so I always felt like whatever I was wearing on the outside, because my butt has always been like voluptuous. Do you know what I mean?
Juicy.
Like I've always had, I don't know what you would call it. Like I've always had like a butt.
You've always had like a butt.
I've always had a butt. Even like when I was like really thin, I had a butt. Not like I'm not like wide. It's like bubble.
Like a bubble butt.
Like bubble butt. So like things would fit me a little differently anyway there. So then when I would wear like, if I would wear a thong, it would go up my butt. And then I'd have like a wedge.
So I remember trying to wear thongs, and I honestly, honest to God, I've probably owned 3 in my life.
I didn't own 20, probably more like 10.
But like I had one that was a thong, but it was like wider band.
Yes, I had some of those. Yes.
And then I had one that was like string.
Yes. The string one wasn't as bad as the wider one.
No, the wider one would like chafe your butt cheeks. Yeah. I mean, I'm just being honest. It was not comfortable. And then the string, that wasn't comfortable, because then like it shifted and it was like, like, I don't know. Maybe they just weren't the right size.
Maybe my butt just wasn't made for them. Maybe just some butts aren't made for them. Maybe they
like silicone butts ain't made for toys. Or boys. Is it boys?
Those silicone butts are made for toys.
Yes.
Those silicone, because that's my song.
That's my jam.
That was my my butt dance song.
Yep. You used to have a butt dance.
I used to have a butt dance. Well,
and it's now called twerking.
It's now called twerking. But I used to do it all the time. Yep. I don't think I can do it anymore.
Yeah, you could.
I don't think so.
Maybe you should try.
No.
Maybe we'll go on Instagram live.
No, never.
Nikki can do her butt dance.
Oh, gosh. So they go to the restaurant, and first they were like consoling Ty, and they're like, let's go see a Christian Slater movie at the mall or something. The latest Christian Slater. And I'm like, oh, I'm up for that. How are you doing, Christian Slater? Whoa. Heathers, watch that movie over and over and over again because of Christian Slater. There was an awakening.
Untamed Heart.
Oh my God, I love that movie so much. I remember
watching that movie for the first time and crying my eyes out.
I think I was at Darcy's the first time I watched it.
In my waterbed.
Oh. Crying. Oh, it's emotional.
So hard. Yeah, so they're at the restaurant.
We learn that Sharon and Dion are virgins.
Yes.
Well, Dion's like, technically, I'm a virgin.
But my man is satisfied.
And I love that Dion says Cher is saving herself for Luke Perry.
Oh, R.I.P.
R.I.P. Luke Perry. Did you watch the 90210 reboot yet?
No. I was watching it live, and the Hulu live kept like going out. So I've got to go back and watch it.
So on, real quick, I'd love to have a discussion about this.
Okay.
But I thought it was going to be something else, and I was disappointed for like a millisecond.
Yeah.
And then I was like, this is actually really cool.
Did you think that it was going to be like...
I thought it was going to be a reboot. Like, I thought it was going to be an actual reboot.
Like Brandon and Brenda.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. I knew it wasn't going to be like that.
How did you know?
I read it.
Oh, I didn't read it. But I was like, in the chat, I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys. Jenny Garth just messed up. She just called Donna.
I heard you say. I saw that.
I was like, she just called Donna Tori. I was like, oh my gosh, she messed up. And then, I think like Charlene or somebody was like, or Courtney. I think it was Courtney. Possibly they were like, oh, Nikki, did you think it like it's not a reboot?
Right. Do you think that?
So then I was like, ugh. And then I started watching it, and then I was like, because I saw so many people complaining about it, I freaking loved it. I freaking loved it. I loved it.
I'm excited to watch it. Actually, I wanted to watch it tonight, so.
I loved it. You will love it. You will love it, love it, love it, love it. It's really good.
I'm excited.
It's really good. I cried. Anytime they mentioned Luke Perry, I cried. Every single time.
I am excited to see it for that reason.
Yeah.
For that part.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, for the whole thing. But I've seen people's comments about it being emotional.
Yep. So then we meet Christian. Justin Walker.
Yes.
And, well, first, Cher said before that, this was another quote that I liked. Searching for a guy in high school is like searching for meaning in a Pauly Shore movie. But we meet Christian, and she's like all about Christian.
Him.
Paper shuffling. And then he asked about, is it here he asked about the clam bake?
Yes. After she's like sent herself chocolates and flowers and
oh yeah
and all that, he said something about, do you have any?
Are you down on any of the local clam bakes or something like that?
Yeah. Do you have the inside on any something clam?
The skinny.
Yeah. Any clam bakes.
Yep. And so she invites him to go to a party that's hosted by Josh's friends. This is what's weird. If this is Josh's friend's party, why is Josh the oldest person there?
Exactly. Also,
why is he talking to the janitor?
Well, that's the thing that I never understood at all.
Yeah.
But I felt like some of the guys that were there, like when Ty's at the party and there's those two guys sitting next to her and she's like, I don't know who to talk to.
Yeah.
Those two guys look like they're 30.
Yeah.
So I think it was just a very like heavy mix of different people.
Yeah.
And also, are the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones at this party? Are they the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones?
Yes, they are.
Or are they not supposed to be as popular as the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, and that's where they're playing a party of Josh's friends?
Well, I think at that time they weren't as well known as they were after the movie.
Well, it's weird though. Like, I know who they were.
You knew who they were at the time?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
Just from watching MTV and stuff.
I don't think I knew.
But I've always wondered that.
I think they were up and coming when the movie was produced.
So they were the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones in the movie.
Yes.
Playing
the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones.
Playing this party.
Yes.
Okay.
Which it could be like a bunch of rich people's party that hired the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones.
It could be.
Yes.
And so I've always wondered that though. Like every time I watch it I'm reminded.
But she's wearing that dress.
Yes.
The dress we all wanted to wear. To look like her wearing it.
And I loved it with the shirt over it.
Yes.
It looked so pretty.
Yes. And it's here that we kind of see that Josh is a little protective of Cher.
Yes.
And like, does Josh have feelings for Cher? I just don't know.
I don't know, but I have thoughts about it.
Yes. Yes. So then we start getting some like hints that Christian is gay.
Right.
Like she's like, just look at him. He's so in love with me. Just look at him not paying attention to any other girl here.
Right.
And like he's like enamored with the bartender.
Right.
Yes.
That was.
But I didn't get it then. I didn't get it until.
I don't think I did either.
I didn't get it at all. I was just as clueless as Cher was.
Yeah.
And so this is where like Josh and Ty are dancing. because Josh goes and like is nice and goes over to Ty.
Goes to like,
but like Josh was supposed to stay home and like be working, but Cher's dad was like, Josh, go. I think I think the dad has the skinny on this. He's like, oh, something's going down.
Can I just say I love her dad in that scene when Christian they're about to leave.
Oh my gosh, when he says the Rat Pack thing?
Yes.
Sammy, what did he? I got it right here.
The death of Sammy Davis didn't open up a
spot in the Rat Pack.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And then I love when he said, I have a 45 and a shovel. I doubt anyone will miss you. That made me laugh. I love it so much because it's like,
oh, such a good dad.
Classic Mel.
Yep.
But yeah, it was really cute. Yeah, so Josh is dancing with Ty.
Right.
And
excuse me.
And that's where Ty, I think, starts to feel like she's feeling.
Right. So then Christian stays back and says he'll call Cher, which like ended up being a couple days. And then Cher invites him over for a movie night, which she's like going to give up her virginity.
This is the night.
She
has a whole lighting.
Right. Team. Yeah. The outfits have been picked.
Yep.
She is ready.
Cookies are in the oven.
But Christian brings the movies.
Sporadicus, as she called it.
Sporadicus, yes.
Which I never understood. It was supposed to be Spartacus until like very recently.
And then she's like, Christian's had a thing for Tony Curtis. I was like, well, there's another right there.
There's a clue.
Yep. So they get in the bed, and one of my favorite scenes of the whole movie is when she pushes her hair back and falls off the bed, because that's totally something I would have done.
I felt so bad for her though when he like put a pillow on her feet.
Yes.
And that part when she does that.
Yeah.
Also in the trailer.
Yes, that is true.
But I felt like this. I started to feel really bad for her.
Yeah.
Here, and I don't think I really got it.
No. I didn't. I thought he just wasn't like wasn't into her. He didn't want to have sex.
Yeah, I thought he just wasn't into her.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like you like that. You're my friend.
Right. And it was like, oh, I feel bad.
Yeah.
But then they so that closes up. He leaves, whatever. And then they're in the car with Murray and Dion. Dion's driving. And Murray's like laughing. And she said she was gonna give it up to Christian. And he's like, basically tells her he's gay.
Right.
And she's like, what? He's like, yes.
Yes, I don't remember what he said. Something about a cake, something friend of Dorothy.
Yeah.
And that's what I remember being like, oh.
Yep.
Light bulbs went off.
I was like, oh, okay.
That makes sense.
So the freeway scene, I think, made me terrified of the freeway
in
LA. Because when I went there with Kristen, she was driving.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's going to be crazy. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But I wasn't driving, so.
Oh well.
Yep. So Christian and Cher become friends, and then they have the mall scene where the guy dips her over the railing, and she has her brush with death.
Well, I always thought, Ty, you're stupid for sitting on the railing in the first place.
Yes. And this whole brush with death thing, I'm like, dude.
Right.
And why are they balancing her over? I
don't know. I don't get that.
It's like they're I don't know. It was weird.
It was weird, and it bugged me.
Yeah. And this is where she started to bug me, because she becomes the center of attention, and everybody's like, tell us the story again. Tell us the story again. And then she's so rude to Travis.
That broke my heart. And from there on, Ty, you're out of my life.
No. And things start to go downhill for Cher. This is where things start to go downhill.
And I know I don't usually notice things like this or look for things like this, but in this transition of in this moment, I've noticed Cher, she's her makeup is a little bit toned down.
Really?
Yeah. She seems to have done this kind of transformation in a way.
Interesting.
Super, super subtle. But I distinctly
she's starting
remember
to find herself.
Yeah, or see what's more important. Like, see what's important.
Like, probably the book Emma depicts.
Probably. But, like, and it was right around when, like, this happened with Ty, and when she was really rude to Travis, and Cher kind of has this look like, why are you being rude to him?
Right.
Because, I mean, Cher used to not outwardly, to their face, make fun of people, of him.
Right.
But she was kind of like, oh, they go over there.
Right. But now she's like, that's wrong.
Why are you being mean?
Right.
So I'm seeing like a change in Cher.
Right. I agree.
And I don't notice things like that, but I did in this for some reason.
Yeah, that's interesting. Now I've got to look at it and watch it again. Then she takes her driving test. Cher takes her driving test.
That was a big fail.
Actually, let's pause for a second. Oh, how can we transition? I guess that's the transition right there. Okay.
There we go.
So
we're learning this.
We are learning this as we go. So then Cher takes her driving test. And she's thinking about Josh the whole time because of what went on with Lucy and Josh calling her selfish or calling her, clueless.
Basically. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And she almost hits a bicyclist. And then the guy's like, get out after she like hits a car. And she was like, can I just start over? And he's like, no.
He's like, I'm the Messiah of the DMV.
Right. And so then she walks home. And she sees Josh and Ty.
Right.
And I'm like, this is the last thing she needs to see right now.
Right.
And
then Ty has her stupid box.
For real?
Like, why do you have a decorated box of things from a guy that you liked for 2 days?
Right.
And all it has in it is a towel and a cassette.
Like, you're weird.
That is dumb.
Yeah, it's dumb.
And also, I don't think you're supposed to throw things in a gas fireplace.
No, I was thinking the same thing.
I mean, really?
Right.
No.
Right.
That is irresponsible.
So then she talks about her love for like she thinks she likes Josh, and Cher's like, I just don't think you're a good match. And Ty's like, why should I listen to you? You're a virgin who can't drive. And I'm like, I hate you.
I like the fun fact.
Oh, yeah. Fun fact.
At the time,
Brittany Murphy was a virgin who couldn't drive. Nope. She said that in like an interview. And then like Cher's like, I created a monster. Yes, Cher.
Yes,
you did.
You didn't mean to, but you did.
Yep. So now we're heading towards the end of the movie.
And this is where I'm like, in my opinion,
yeah,
this gets a little weird.
Oh, yes.
Like, she's shopping.
Right.
And she's doing her thing.
Right.
And she has her little epiphany in front of the fountain.
The fountain.
And she's like, I love Josh.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
He's your brother.
Yeah. Right.
Like,
right.
I get it. He's your ex-stepbrother.
Right.
And I mean, no offense to anyone that thinks that's okay.
No. Yeah,
or that
no offense.
has done that. Like,
yeah,
maybe you've been in this situation.
Right.
That's totally fine because it's not like it's like blood. And it's,
right.
But
right.
I still think it's like, I don't know how I would go from seeing someone as a brother to seeing someone as a lover.
Well, maybe she never saw him as a brother.
Maybe.
Because it was so fast.
Maybe.
Like, I got the feeling that was really fast.
The marriage?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I think that he said that his mom had, like, husband number 4.
Right. But he's always had a room there at the house.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
But, yeah. And can I just say, like, the way she acts, like, around him, like, during this whole thing is, like, weird.
It is. She's just sitting there, like, Wah.
Right. Like, when they're watching the news, and he's like, don't you want to watch The Real World or something?
Right.
So anyways, all of a sudden she has this like epiphany. She wants to do something to help. And Mrs. Geist is talking about the Pismo Beach disaster, which is fake. It's not real.
According to Wikipedia.
And she's like, I want to help. Miss Geist, I want to help.
I sorted these into appetizers and
entrees.
And Miss Geist is like, oh, well, good.
That's great. And then Travis comes in and he donates his bong and other stuff. But like, what's in the bear? The honey bear. There's something in the honey bear.
There's something in it?
Yes, and
is
it's not
it water?
honey. I don't know what it is.
Like bong water?
Oh, maybe. It looks like ashy, from what I remember.
I don't know.
What's in it? I want to know.
I didn't notice that there was anything in it.
Yeah.
I just thought it was like a homemade
maybe it was
tool.
Maybe it was weed.
Maybe he left his weed in there.
Maybe.
You could put your weed in there.
That brick.
Do you remember that?
That brick.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
That brick in our apartment.
Yeah. You could put your weed in there.
Yeah. So, fun fact, when Travis is talking about, he apologizes for ruining Cher's shoes, and then he starts talking about 12-step program. Breckin Meyer was on an interview, and he said that, like, people were inspired. They're like, if Travis Birkenstock can get clean, I can too.
Which I think that's wonderful.
I think it's cute.
Do you think that Travis Birkenstock is like from the Birkenstock?
That's what I'm guessing.
Like rich kid Birkenstock?
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
I never thought about that until this second.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Now, I always knew that.
I never thought about that until just now.
That's funny. I just assumed he was like from the Birkenstock, because like Birkenstocks were grungy, and like, so like he just automatically like fit into that group because he was from the Birkenstock family.
Like they created Birkenstock.
Right.
That's funny because I never thought about it until just now.
So, they go to the skateboarding championship, and Cher and Ty make up. Great.
Yep. Good news. Ty loves Travis.
Travis, good.
Travis loves Ty.
Good job.
They should have been together all along.
Right. Yep.
But now, this is good that they went through that transition because they're both clean.
They're both better people.
Yep.
And Cher can see all the good in all of her friends.
Right.
So then Cher and Josh flirt at the dinner table. This was weird.
It was weird. Like, the whole thing was weird to me.
The worst part is coming up. The part that makes me cringe and makes me like, you know that way you get.
Oh, God, when they're...
You know that way.
Wait, so on the stairs?
Yes.
Yeah.
So when the lawyer guy is like, that's it, because she made a mistake. She highlighted the wrong dates or highlighted the wrong calls during the wrong date or whatever.
Yeah.
Called her something. I can't remember.
A dumb kid.
Yeah. And then he's like, stop flirting, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You weren't flirting with her.
You weren't too busy playing footsies
with,
with the dumb kid.
Right. And the exit. I'm calling in sick.
Yeah.
So then he goes out, and then Josh, like, goes to the top of the stairs.
He, like, turns around and sees her, and she's seen the whole thing.
Yes.
And he's like, oh.
I must address the situation.
Immediately. And then he goes up.
And this whole scene is just like...
It is so cringy.
It geeks me out every single time.
It's cringy.
When he's like, you care about me? Are you saying you care about me? Like, and then when he tells her she's beautiful, and I'm just like, and then when they kiss, I'm just like, I don't know. It's just like weird.
It is weird.
It's just like, let's get the scene over.
Yeah.
Is it weird to you too?
Yeah, it is weird. But then the next scenes are weird too.
So then all of a sudden they're getting married, and you're like, whoa, Cher and Josh are getting married? No.
But I think it's funny.
Mr. Hall getting married.
How when they show them, Mr. Hall has hair, and then he doesn't.
Oh,
like they show the couple
at
the end, and it shows like the wedding couple from afar.
Yeah.
And the man clearly has a full head of dark hair.
Whoa.
And then it switches.
Whoa.
And then it's Mr. Hall.
Whoa.
With the bald head.
Funny. I never noticed that.
I don't know. I mean, obviously it was intentional.
Yeah.
But it was weird how they did that. I kind of wish they hadn't.
And I love that, like, I have to admit, and I didn't say this before, but I love that Julie Brown's in this movie.
Me too.
I love Julie Brown. I love the Julie Brown show.
Yes.
It was such a great show.
It really was.
I really loved her. So
I liked both Julie Browns.
Yes, Downtown Julie Brown and Julie Brown.
Yep. Me too.
I love listening to her on Sirius XM.
I do too.
She just so when I got my new car, you guys, I got a new car. And I'm driving. This is craziness. This is like crazy.
It's awesome.
And I got my new car and I'm pulling out. and Downtown Julie Brown's on the radio. And she was like, MTV had me interview this person when he was just young and up and coming, and wanted me to do this like interview with him and blah, 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 blah. And that person was Marky Mark.
Oh.
Here's Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. It was just neat. I was like, you
Maybe
feel it, baby?
Plant.
I do too.
Maybe he'll plant a celebrity tree.
Maybe. Full circle. So wedding happens. Cher catches the bouquet because there's a bet.
I didn't like that. That
like,
was gross.
What, do you want to get married?
Like, it was all weird. Like, it was all weird. Like,
yeah. But like, what happens after? We need to know.
Well, right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
We need to know. We need there to be a sequel, and that is all.
And
there
that's
is to
it.
Yeah.
That's the
and
end of it.
Suburgatory, Elton and Cher reunited because Alicia was in Suburgatory.
Oh, she was?
She played like his love interest. Yeah.
He's hot still.
Yeah. I like him now. After Suburgatory, I was like, okay, I'm okay now. But seriously, that ruined me. Elton ruined me for him.
Really?
Yes. So this was a good talk.
It was. I really love this movie so much, you guys.
It was great.
This is a good movie.
Yeah.
And
we hope that you enjoyed our discussion.
I know. And if you have recommendations for other movies we should do, let us know.
Yes. I'm excited
Tweet
about doing
it at us or whatever.
Yeah. Sixth Sense. I'm excited about the Sixth Sense for Halloween.
Yeah, we'll do that for Halloween.
We want your Halloween stories, by the way. Start sending them.
Absolutely. Oh,
yes.
my God. What the hell? Why are we even talking about this?
I know, but
because it's like almost September,
right? And like, I want to get a head start on this. I want to get Halloween stories. Send them our way. Send them our way. Ghost stories. Anything you got, send them. mysocallwhatever@gmail.com.
I'm so stressed.
Why?
Summer's almost over.
I know.
It's so sad.
I know.
I mourn the loss of summer.
I know.
I do love fall.
I love fall, but I love summer.
I love summer and I love fall, and I hate winter.
Me friggin' too.
So,
although I will say I'll be in my new house by winter, so
which that's nice.
I'll be excited about that.
That's nice. I still hate winter.
Yeah, agreed.
So you guys, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We love you.
Yes,
so much.
We love you.
Please, if you would, we would love it and appreciate it if you would go and rate us and review us.
Yes, please, on iTunes. That would be great.
Or whatever they call it now.
Yeah. And you can do it on Spreaker too.
Absolutely.
Yes. So please, we would be so appreciative.
We greatly appreciate that very, very much.
Rate and review.
Join our Facebook group.
Yes. And thank you for sticking around through this transition. Ads and stuff. So
yeah.
Hopefully it went well.
I know. I guess we'll find out.
So.
All right. So thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello. No one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hello. This is Charlene in Long Beach. And listening to the last episode, you guys were talking about lunch food in elementary school, junior high, and high school. Now, I have a very good memory, and I can break down specific details for people and things and classes, but I cannot remember what I did for lunch on a daily basis. You guys were talking about that super big chocolate chip cookie that was crispy on the outside and almost like really soft in the middle. I have completely forgot about that cookie. I forgot it existed. I forgot how big it was, how delicious it was. And you guys made that memory come flooding back to my brain and my taste buds like no joke. I was literally like, oh my God, I do remember that cookie. And it was really big, and it was in a plastic thing that was see-through, and it was super cheap. And I used to get them when I was in 7th and 8th grade. You guys, I remember it, and I hadn't thought about it since probably 1996, so that's cool. Anyway, guys, I love the podcast, and I will talk to you later.
Hey guys, it's Jessica in San Diego. I was just calling to see if you guys had watched the second season of Dairy Girls, or even the first season. I'm obsessed with the show. It's so good. And in the second season, there's an episode where they talk about going to a Take That concert, and they even mention New Kids on the Block for like half a second. So just wondering if anybody had watched it yet. I keep walking around my house saying, "Oh, you wee fucker," and trying to do my best Irish accent that's really bad. But that's all. Hope you guys are having a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye.
End of messages.
File's done.